Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Love Ebegde, and if you're new here, you're very much welcome. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get notified each time I post new content here. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. So on today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my observations and the shocking truth about post-studies visa. You know, recently the government introduced the post-studies visa for people who are studying here in the UK for their master's degree or their PhD studies. For the master's degree, if you're here for a master's degree, you are entitled to 2 years post-studies visa, and if you're here for a PhD degree, you're entitled to a 3-year post-studies visa. Well, this is very interesting. If you ask me, it's a good opportunity, but to me, I would advise that if you're a student and you're watching this video, I would advise you don't jump on this opportunity. I feel like it's a trap because, one, the post-studies visa is very expensive. It costs about £2,000 to apply for just one person. That's ridiculous. I mean, two, when you apply for the post-studies visa, you might likely to get a job during the 2 years or 3 years post-studies visa period that you are entitled to. Where does that leave you? It leaves you either going back to your country or frustrated, thinking of what other options to turn into. And if you can take an advice, probably best to start looking for employers who are offering you certificate of sponsorship. When I mean certificate of sponsorship, recently the healthcare system are in high demand of carers and healthcare assistants. They are taking up those already in the UK and those who are outside of overseas to come to the UK to work as a carer or healthcare assistant. If in your field, after your master's degree or PhD, if you haven't found a company or an employer who is licensed to offer you a tier 2 visa, you can jump on this opportunity of being a carer. Process of being a carer or on this tier 2 visa as a carer or healthcare assistant, you can start applying for other jobs or other companies who are licensed to offer you a tier 2 visa, and then you can switch jobs. But the interesting part about it is that when you switch employers or you switch jobs, your permanent residency still continues. It does not end with a particular employer. It continues because you're already on a permanent residency program or scheme, if that makes sense. If you decide to jump on the postgraduate scheme, then fine. These 2 years or 3 years we are actually talking about, before you know it, you see that it's already rolled out and you don't achieve anything, and that leaves you no option than to return back to your country where you have come from to study in the UK. So I will advise that if you're a student, before the end of your program, make sure you start looking for employers, companies, organizations that are willing to offer you a tier 2 visa so that you don't end back in your country or you don't go back to your country. And I feel this sort of thing is so tricky and is a trap for students. Like, you offer them sugar in their mouth and you don't want them to swallow that sugar. So I don't see, it doesn't make sense. So start looking for employers that are ready to offer you a certificate of sponsorship so that automatically your PRO start counting. Shocking part is that when you apply for a post-studies visa, if you were single while you were doing your master's degree and you got married in the period, you cannot invite your spouse when you go on the post-studies visa or when you apply for a post-studies visa. You can't invite your spouse. They can only come here for holiday or for visit, but they can't stay here with you. You already have that opportunity as a student. So if you're a student, you are married but your spouse is back in your country and you're thinking that after your post-studies visa or when you finish studying, you want to bring them on independent visa when you're on your post-studies visa, it will not work. They won't grant you. And if you are a student, before your visa ends as a student, make sure you apply for your post-studies visa. Some people make mistakes. After their visa expires, they start applying for post-studies visa. They will not give it to you. They will reject your visa. And some students also makes mistake. When you are a student, if you fail a particular course or your visa is about to expire and you find out that there's this particular course that you have to retake, make sure you inform your school. Make sure your school is aware that your visa has expired and you just found out that you need to retake a course so that your school can give you a letter or send you a letter for you to make an application for an extended visa. Some students make mistakes of not informing their school. They assume that their school is aware that when their student visa expires and they have to retake a course, then they intend to apply for a post-studies visa, which will give them the opportunity to retake the course. They will not offer you this. And for those who are planning on taking the post-studies visa, if your post-studies visa is about to expire, Please, before it expires, make sure you've made an application and you've paid the sum of £2,000 to apply for a post-studies visa. And secondly, while you are on your student visa, you are studying, you have to do an internship in your course. Please make sure that you look for employers who are licensed to offer you a tier 2 visa, so that when you finish, you already have that rapport, or you already have that communication between your employer and yourself, so you can always go back and they can offer you a placement in their company. If you are applying for any company after you've taken up on the postgraduate visa, make sure you ask your employer or your new employer questions. Are you licensed to offer me a tier 2 visa? Do you have the capacity to offer me a certificate of sponsorship? Because sometimes most of us, we just assume that professional jobs here in the UK are all licensed to offer you a certificate of sponsorship. Not all of them. In fact, majority of them are not licensed to offer you certificate of sponsorship. Ask your recruiter so many questions, or ask your employer so many questions. They won't be angry that you're asking them questions. In fact, it gives you that opportunity to know much about the company and what your chances are, so that you don't fall into the bridge where you have to be thinking of what step to do or what's the next step to take after you found out, or after you've taken the job, or you already 1 year into the job. Make sure you ask your employer several questions, so it will help you and help yourself, or put your mind at rest that you are on the right track of getting your permanent residency. And if you are here, before you jump on the post-studies visa, please make sure that you have plans of hustling jobs or employers who will offer you certificate of sponsorship, because you think this 2 years is really long. It's not really long. Before you know it, it's already rolled out and you start thinking of what to do. I hope this advice or this observation is helpful to people who are still in their master's degree programs and are thinking of jumping on the post-studies visa. To me, I don't feel it's worth it. Before your visa expires, or before the end of your master's degree or your PhD, start looking for jobs that can offer you a tier 2 visa or certificate of sponsorship. I hope this video is helpful to you. Please, if you've watched this video to this end and you found it interesting, please do give it a thumbs up, share this video, drop your comments in comment section what you would like me to talk about on this channel. Well, your wish is my command. That is why I am here. Please guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you'll be the first person to see my videos when I pop them on this channel. I see you next time. Bye.